Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine. We're going to do April predictions 2025 for all zodiac signs. We're going to go by each element. We're going to start with water signs first. If you like it, personal reading, contact me and I'll get right back at you. The numbers provided down below. Let's start with water signs. What do you see for water signs? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio for April 2025. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'll try to timestamp this, y'all, if I remember. I always forget to timestamp. All right. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Predictions for April 2025. Water signs. There's one that fell out. All right. So it looks like here we have the Nine of Swords. It looks like whatever you were crying about, sad about, depressed about is passing now. It could have been a broken relationship or a broken marriage, maybe a loss of something. Maybe someone was keeping you confined or in some type of mental imprisonment. You see how she's crying. He or her, she or he has their hand in their head. They wanted a new beginning. See, they're wearing white. They want a new beginning, but it didn't happen because something restricting and confining happened to them and threw them into this dark depression. But now it's in the reverse, so that means it's lifting. You're getting over it. You're getting past it, okay? So you're gathering your strength, which is a good thing. Here we have the lion representing life roaring in. The maiden is shutting the mouth down of life, saying, I'm not going to take this no more. I want peace and calm. I want a new beginning. Again, she's wearing white, representing a new beginning. I want a brand new day. And then whatever decision you make from this point on will last a lifetime because you have the infinity sign above your head. Now you have the world at your hands. So the world's offering you new opportunities, new things coming in. So this is the best time to take advantage of your power. See, right here she's getting... Okay, sorry, my video paused. So right here she's getting her power back. See, because she's shutting things down. She's not going to accept the bad anymore. She wants the good. So she's shutting things down. So then you got the world at your hands because you're opening new opportunities that were by doing that. All right. Again, getting out of the confining, restricting situation. Here again, this person's surrounded by swords. They feel tied up, barefooted in the water represents poverty, no money, can't see your future, you're blindfolded, so you feel restricted, confined. You could actually be in a jail or jail time. This means different things for different people, depending on your life situation. But now it's in the reverse, so that means you're getting out of that. You're being freed from all of that, from all that emotion, all that fear, all that jail time, all that restriction. So that's a good thing. In April, you're going to be moving forward from a lot of restricting things. That's for water signs, Pisces, Cancer. And then you have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So that means that someone could have offered you love. You see how strong that we're coming in, riding on this white horse. White always represents new beginnings, new movement. Okay, the horse is high-stepping, working very hard to get at you. The rider has his cup extended. He's a Christian. He believes in God. But then something happened. Maybe he retracted. Maybe he or she decided they changed their mind. They don't want this anymore. Or maybe the situation is just stagnant, not moving forward, just standing still, okay? Well, if that's the case, then it's your part to get it moving again, all right? So good things are coming in for you in April 2025, water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Now make sure you be careful with Mercury retrograde because we will be in it, and that has a lot to do with traveling. Be careful when you travel and stuff like that. At the top of my page is the Mercury retrograde video. Watch it. If you don't know what Mercury retrograde is, watch it and it'll explain more of it to you. Okay, that was for water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Next, we're going to do earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Show me earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What do you see for earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? We're going to go ahead and pull that one. Remember, I do work directly with Spirit. Spirit pulls the cards for me or tells me what cards to pull. And I use my third eye. Third eye is open. All right, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for April 2025. What do you see? What do you see for earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? See, this one wants to come out. Okay. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, here we go. So the first one I see is the Two of Swords. Again, this represents trying to make a decision of which way to go. Okay, these are crossroads. Okay, you're standing in front of a crossroad. You're turning your back to the turbulence. See how turbulent the water is? So you decide, I'm going to turn my back to all that no longer serves me for my higher good, all the turbulence. So I'm turning my back. I'm at the crossroads. I don't want this turbulence anymore. I want a new beginning. We're in white. I want a new beginning. So you're facing forward this time. But you're still blindfolded. Why? And you're in deep thought because you're still standing at the crossroads. You don't know which road to choose. So a lot of you are going to be like that, earth signs. You're going to be like, okay, I'm there. I want to release all this stuff, but which way do I go? All right. So you're going to have to make a decision. Now we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is someone that wants to come into your life that has money. This person is well established. They have a very fruitful life and they bring a fruitful life. You see his robe is fruit, full of fruit, and it's all green, representing bringing a peaceful, calm, fruitful life. All right, green is peace and calm. They have the fat bank account. Their feet are firmly planted on the stool here, representing that they know where they're going. They know what they want. They bring in all this goodness. So this person, very handsome too. I'm seeing a very handsome person here, whether it be male or female, very good looking. All right. They want to come in. They want to offer you relationship, family, love. This is a family person. They love to take care of the family. So I do see some of you coming into that. The Wheel of Fortune is in the upright for you, so luck is on your side. April is going to be a much better month for a lot of people. In spite of the fact that Mercury retrograde is here, you're still going to have your Wheel of Fortune rolling, okay? So that means take advantage of the opportunities that come in, try to make them work for you, because the Wheel of Fortune is here, meaning the universe has opened up to give you a lucky streak. Okay. Now, for some of you, you're being offered love. You're refusing it, or they're refusing your love. I'm seeing that Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio offering you love, or vice versa, and one of you is refusing it, saying, no, that's not what I want. They refuse the other cups as well. They want peace and calm, and they're in deep thought, but they're like, no, not yet. So some of you are going to be experiencing that as well. Like you're offering somebody love and they're saying, no, I don't want it yet. Maybe next month. They're kind of putting that on hold because they're not sure themselves what they want. They're still in deep thought. So I would just let that energy just ride, let it ride out. And maybe this person might change their mind, because I'm seeing them being kind of stagnant. Now, again, with travel, be careful with travel. This is the card of travel, but it's in the reverse. The Chariot always means well travel. Okay, you see how the lions are pulling the Chariot, but there's no reins. So that means you're controlling your journey yourself. Okay, there's no reins here. You're controlling it yourself, but it's in the reverse, meaning travel is postponed. Again, during Mercury retrograde, you're not supposed to really travel abroad or far, because you're going to have car breakdowns, car crashes, things like that. Mercury retrograde makes mechanical parts fail. And moving parts fail. So again, this is a warning. Just be careful when you travel. Take extra provisions with you, because you could end up somewhere where you don't want to end up. Okay, again, be careful with travel. That includes air, by land, or by boat. Okay, now we have the Tower in the reverse. So some of you might have had Tower moments in March, unexpected events, maybe some type of tragedies or sorrows or breakups or anything like that. So now I'm seeing it's in the reverse. Sorry, I have to stop and light a candle. Spirit is telling me to light a candle. Hold on for a second. When Spirit speaks, I have to respond. Okay, I got one more here. Let me light it real quick and then I'll continue. Most of the candles that I light when doing tarot are for protection that Spirit has me light, because I do work with Spirit and spirits. They come in and out. So the candles are actually really for protection. Okay. So again, some of you may have had upsets, breakups, Tower moments, and things like that. But it's in reverse now, so that means it's passing. You're going to be able to get past that tragedy, past the breakup, past the loss of a job. Whatever it was that was traumatic for you, you're going to get past it, okay? That was for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. All right. Now, Next would be, I will timestamp all of this, y'all, when I post it. Next would be fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What do you see for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for April 2025? April predictions for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That one wants to flip. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What do you see? It's the first one that I saw. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Some of yours are in the reverse. Okay. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's put one more. Okay. There's 5 there. All right. So the first one I see is the Hermit. It looks like you had went up for a while to think things through. Maybe something happened to where you had to stop and take a break and think about stuff. So you go up on the hill like this Hermit. You have the light to light your way. So you're not totally in the dark, okay? So you're thinking, you're contemplating, okay, what do I do now? Where do I go now? You know, what move should I make? But it's in the reverse, so that means the light went dim. That means for a while, this was in the past, you just weren't so sure. You were depressed, it was dark, the light went out, you wasn't sure what to do. But it looks like now you're going to try to come out of that. That threw you off balance. See, this is temperance when your foot is in turbulation, and see how she's stepping out of turbulation. You want a new beginning, but it's far, far away. Here's the road to it. It's far away. You can't seem to reach it because you're in the reverse. So this situation here brought you down to a low, dark place, and you felt like you just couldn't get out of it. But it looks like it's going to pass. It could have been due to someone that promised you a relationship, someone that promised you an engagement. This is the card of marriage, engagement, children, to Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or it could be any sign for that matter. But it looks like maybe it was on hold, because here we are in stagnation. So maybe you became depressed, sad, and went within because this person that promised you all this love affair, all this engagement, all this good stuff, retracted. They decided they wanted to go their own way, or maybe they're just stagnant. They're not really talking to you. You're noticing, why aren't they talking to me? Why have they been silent? Why are they quiet? Where have they been? You know, things like that. Maybe they broke up with you. It could mean different things for different people. All right. So you're like, what really happened? So that threw you in stagnation for a while. All right, but now towards April, the end of March and April, you're going to be coming out of it. You're going to be saying, okay, I'm going to leave the past behind. If they don't want me no more, I'm just going to let them go, and I'm going to try to find something better for myself. Because see, that threw you again in this depressed state. Kind of felt like jail time, crying to yourself in your bed, but now it's in the reverse. So you're saying, okay, this person don't want me no more. He's in the reverse, he or she. I'm going to leave them behind. I'm not going to bother them no more. I'm not going to ask them no more. I'm not going to do anything like that anymore. They're liars. I'm pushing them away. So then that brings you out of your imprisonment, jail time. You could have been in imprisonment and jail time for other reasons as well. Maybe something happened at work, or something happened to you where you were kind of down for a month, kind of feeling imprisoned, jail time, anything like that. It looks like this month you're going to be coming out of it slowly. But keep in mind that fire signs tend to get in trouble a lot because of their mouth. So kind of keep your mouth calm down so you won't end up back like this, because I am seeing something like that where you end up in jail time again. Not like a real jail, but restricted, some kind of restriction. So just be careful how you speak, what things you say, and how you present yourself, so you won't be always in this jail time situation. All right, but I do see you coming out of that. That was for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for April 2025. Next, we have air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I'm already seeing a whole lot here. I did see the player, and I want to pull that one because of how you say, there it is. Yeah, there's a lot here for you. We're Mercury retrograde in April, and then it brings back the player. Show me one more card for, or two more cards actually, for air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. There we go. Again, I'm not going to pull that one. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. What do you see for air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? Okay, that's actually a good card. All right, I see the sneaky card. That probably should have pulled that one too. Okay, so if you're waiting on a yes or no answer, air signs, Gemini, and Aquarius, the answer is going to be no. This is the lure of confirmation, okay? This is the Hierophant, a mighty judge, someone higher up confirming yes, He's got his both hands up, holding his power stick up, holding his hand up, saying yes. New beginning is white, very passionate about his decision. The people are down here waiting for an answer. Okay, and the upright is yes, and the reverse is no. So I'm seeing that if you're waiting on a yes or no answer, the answer is going to be no. That could be good for you or not, depending on your situation. All right, but the answer is going to be no. I'm seeing someone going by the beat of their own drum. They're not really listening or doing what they're supposed to do. Maybe that's why the answer is no, or something to that effect. All right, and then again, the Knight of Wands is the player. We have our ex returning. This is someone that goes in and out of your life. See how the horse is jumping in and out, in and out. What does he bring? He brings love and emotion. That's what the wands represent. Okay, but he doesn't stay. He goes in and then he's out. He's in and he's out. He's in and he's out. So that's not a good energy to have. And I do see in April, this person is going to come back in again, only for a little while, because when the planet goes direct, they go right back out with it. So I would not trust this person here. I'm seeing you walked away. Some of you walking away. You walked away. Someone's walking away from you. You stacked everything that once meant something to you, your family, home, love, job, whatever. You decided that's it. I don't want this no more. I'm going higher to a new phase. I'm very passionate about this. I'm in deep thought about this. I want something new. So you set off on your adventure, moving forward, going up, trying to find something new. So a lot of you are going to be in that mode as well. You've decided you want a life change, but just don't know how to change it. Okay, you feel it. You're like, I want this. I want to change, but I just don't know how to get there. All right, so you're going to be making that step. You're going to be making that move to get there. All right. I see you moving in that direction. Now, I'm seeing third-party money here. Scales are balanced, but that money didn't come. You've been waiting for some type of money from a third party to come. See, when the third party comes and gives the money to the beggars here, it balances out the scales, so the money balances you out. There's coins everywhere. All right, this person wants a new beginning. This person's in deep thought. See how he's wearing green, representing... he brings peace and calm with his money, new beginnings, very passionate, but it's in the reverse. That means your money has not come. The money you're waiting on has not come. The money from third party, bonus, income tax check, stimulus check, whatever it is that you're waiting on, child support, whatever, it's in stagnation. It hasn't come. So you're going to have to dig deeper, make phone calls, call around, ask questions. Why hasn't this money come that's due to me, that's owed to me from a third party? All right, this is third-party money. All right, so toward the end of the month, I'm seeing a lot of you getting proposed to. There's 2 proposal cards here, which is very good. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I am seeing marriage here. 2 good marriages here. 2 good love offers. 2 good engagements. One has a lot of money, which is this one, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm seeing children on both sides here. Children being born, children being conceived. So a lot of you are going to be like that at the end of April. You're going to be like, yay, I'm pregnant, or yay, I'm going to get married. And you're going to be having a small celebration. There's the people in the back, standing in front of the judge, getting married, getting proposed to, getting engaged. This one also could mean new engagements in money, new job offers and things like that. And this is for sure a love sign, because wands are love and emotion. Coins are all about money. All right. So yeah, I'm seeing great things coming for you towards the end of the month. The only warning is be careful with this player. I would not trust this player coming in. That was for air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Now let me get an oracle card for you. Hold on. Okay, we have this chakra cards deck. Okay, so these are all about your chakras. So this one is throat chakra affirmation. So I express my love and goodness each time I speak. Okay, so what that means is you need to be in a way where when things come out of your mouth, they're positive. All right, that's your throat chakra. Here's the throat chakra right here, which represents things that you speak, things that you say. We have different chakras here. See, the mind, the throat, the heart, and all the way down. So this one is the throat chakra, meaning the way you speak to others, the way you speak of yourself, the way you speak out to the universe. Remember, the universe is always listening. The universe is always paying attention. So you draw in what you speak. You are what you say. All right, if you've heard that saying before, you are what you speak, you are what you say. Be careful, because whatever you speak is what you bring to you. If you say you're broke, you're going to always be broke. If you say you're poor, you're going to always be poor. If you say you're fat, you're always going to be fat. All right. If you say people don't like you, then people aren't going to like you. All right. Speak in a positive way. You know, I'm loved. Speak lovingly to other people too, not just about yourself, but speak lovingly and be kind to others as well. You know, hey, how are you? Are you having a nice day? You know, God bless you. You look beautiful. You know, always speak kindly to others as well, because that plays a huge role in karma. That plays a huge role in what you get back in return, because you reap what you sow. Remember that golden rule that God has out there. You reap what you sow. So be careful what you put out there and how you treat others, because anytime you treat someone bad, that comes back on you too. You can be speaking great about yourself, but if you're speaking in a negative way to others, that comes back on you too. Okay, so just what this means is, I express my love and goodness each time I speak. So that means use your throat chakra to make beautiful affirmations towards people, towards yourself, and towards life itself. And you'll see the great return that you get back. All right, y'all. That was your chakra card for today. All right. I love this little deck, y'all. I actually bought this at, I think it was World Market during Halloween. This is a set of 100 cards. During Halloween, I always go to the Halloween props because they have a lot of stuff like this there, and that's where I got them. This was actually in the Halloween props section, and when I saw them, I grabbed them right away. It was the last one. They had several, but it was the last one there, and I looked through it, and I thought, oh my God, this is so perfect for my readings, and I grabbed it. So it's a deck of 100 cards. Look at that. A lot of cards here, chakra cards. I love this little deck. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, come back for more. Tell your friends about me. And if you want that personal reading, I'll get right back at you. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.